We're traveling around the country helping one deserving family in each and every of the 50 states. This week, we are in Kansas, Toto, and the renovation starts right now. Toto, the wind's picking up. Here come the flying monkeys. Toto! Toto! Johnny, Paige, Rib, and Eduardo were driving through Kansas City, Kansas, on our way to meet Daniel Gilyeat. He's now a single dad raising 4 kids on his own. Alexis, Victoria, Danny, and Nicholas. Now, Daniel's an amazing dad, and he's done so much to provide for his family at the same time serving our country. But now he's got some even tougher obstacles to overcome, and he really, really needs our help. Take a look at this tape, and you'll see why we're here.
Hi, ABC! We're the Gilyeat family! This is Nicholas, he's 4.
I'm Danny, and I'm 5. I'm Victoria, I'm 7. I'm Alexis, and I'm 9.
I'm Danny, I'm the father of these 4 wonderful children.
He's not only our dad, he's our hero!
Welcome to our home.
12 years ago, Daniel Gilyeat joined the United States Marine Corps. In 2003, Daniel was deployed to Iraq, and like so many others, he risked his life on a daily basis. Luckily, he returned home to his family safe and sound, but money was tight, and with 4 young mouths to feed, Daniel was determined to do everything to provide for his kids. So when the Marines asked him to serve a second tour of duty in Iraq, he said yes.
I've learned so much from the Marines. You don't quit. When you fall down, you get right back up. There is no such thing as failure. Marines have a can-do attitude. I'll either do it or I'll die trying.
Daniel returned to Iraq. This time, he was in charge of something really dangerous: finding and disarming hidden bombs.
It was just the worst situation you could possibly imagine. It was truly hell. Temperatures were over 130 degrees. There was bombs blowing up all around us. You were never safe. You could never let your guard down. You could never, have a decent night's sleep. You were constantly worried about your buddy from one day to the next, whether he was going to be there or not. And it was very hard to talk to my kids knowing that there was a possibility I'd never see them again.
On July 3rd, 2005, Daniel led his squad on a routine mission into enemy territory.
We're gonna need to get this civilians, man. Potentially dangerous situation, man.
We came upon a group of Marines that were engaging in a firefight, and also they had found a big roadside bomb.
Proceed with extreme caution.
And as we rolled forward, we hit an anti-tank mine. I immediately hollered at all my guys to get out of the truck. There was 5 of us in it total. I looked down and I noticed that my pant leg was shredded. And so I knew my leg was badly damaged, but I didn't know how bad. I dropped out onto the ground. I seen my buddy remove my foot separately from the vehicle, so I knew that my leg was gone.
Daniel was fighting for his life. His platoon rushed him to the emergency barracks on site. He had shrapnel removed from his body, and he suffered massive blood loss. But doctors could not save his left leg, and it had to be amputated.
My initial thought when I got wounded was I was going to look handicapped, I was going to look crippled, I wouldn't be able to play with my kids no more. I had a lot of doubts, but my kids need me. I've got to go on. I can't sit around and feel sorry for myself. I want to be there for them no matter what.
After being discharged, Daniel returned to the States and started physical rehab. At the Brooke Army Medical Center in San Antonio, Daniel got a prosthetic leg, and in just 27 days, he was walking again. And here's the awesome thing. While he was still in recovery, he would visit other wounded soldiers and their families and offer them love, support, and encouragement.
Ultimately, my dream would be to continue to go to other hospitals and continue to talk to wounded, to continue to tell people that, there is life after tragedies. No matter what it is, there's a silver lining in everything. You just have to find something positive there. And I found my kids were my drive.
Even though Daniel's got a prosthetic leg, he lives life to the fullest. He's got tons of energy and he's got a lot of heart. He's now a single dad raising 4 kids on his own.
On July 3rd, the same day that I lost my leg, exactly 1 year later, my wife, after 9 years and 4 kids, wanted a divorce, and that was the day that she signed the papers and left. As far as I can tell, she just got overwhelmed with everything, and now I do everything for my kids.
But here's the thing. The house they live in is a wreck. Not only is it too small for the family, but it's also dangerous for Daniel to move around in. The doorways are too narrow, the stairs are a huge problem, It's a house that's just not good enough for this family.
I don't think that this house will withstand another Kansas winter at this time. The roof might hold up, but it's in really bad shape. You know, financially, things are tight. I won't be able to fix the house anytime soon, so if I could get, you know, a new roof or a new foundation or anything, you know, I'm extremely grateful. You know, these are things that I don't need, my kids need. My kids are absolutely the most important things in my life, period. You could tell they were extremely proud of me, so I'm gonna make it one way or another.
My dad's not just a Marine hero. He's a hero to all of us. He's been trying so hard for us. Dad was praying last night, all night, just for this house. And I just love my dad, and I wish he'd get his dream.
They're fantastic.
What an incredible dad, right?
Amazing.
Incredible guy.
And the thing is, though, this guy is a hero, you know? I mean, he went back. He didn't even have to go back, but he did. And they're living in this situation. That's just not right.
No.
So here's a chance for us to give back to a guy who's given so much to this country. What do you say? Can we do this?
Yes.
We'll bring it in, people. Let's make it happen. Are you with me?
We're with you.
Well, then let's do it! Come on, guys. Come on. Good morning, Gilyeat family. Daniel, Alexis, Victoria, Danny, and Nicholas. Come on out here. Come on. Hey, how are you? Hi there. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Hey, man, how are you?
Daniel is such an amazing guy. He's an amazing American. You know, this is a man who stood up and fought for our country, fought for our freedom, fights every day for his family and his community. It's our honor to be able to give back to him, give back to someone who has given so much to us.
So, can I see your leg?
Absolutely. It's carbon fiber and titanium so that I can go back to doing martial arts and everything else. Tai Chi and lifting weights and moving engine blocks.
Even with that leg?
Even with this leg.
Wow.
In some ways, I feel that me losing my leg was actually a blessing because it has given me a gift to give back to a lot of other people. When I was completely done with my rehab, I would go up and visit the other guys that were freshly coming in, or I would visit with family members and educate them about what I went through and some of the things that they could expect from what their loved one was getting ready to go through.
Tell you what, man, the world needs more people like you, my friend. So what's it like being a dad?
Best thing in the world. They're the ones that kept me alive when I was laying there with my leg missing, and I knew it was a long trip to the hospital. And they did lose me twice on the helicopter ride to the hospital. They're the ones that kept me alive. Then I shouldn't have made it.
Well, I tell you what, man, I don't know what to say, but I'm just glad we can be here for you, dude. I mean, you, not only have you been an incredible soldier, but you're obviously an incredible dad.
Over the last year, it has been such a struggle, you know, and I went through some really tough times. For that bus to show up, it was truly an overwhelming feeling, a feeling of love and happiness and warmth that I can never explain or express how grateful I am.
Well, do you guys want to hear what's going to happen this week? You guys are going on vacation. To California! Yeah! So while you guys are on vacation, we're going to be working building you guys a house. So here's what should happen. Dad, you'll show me the house. Kids, hang out with the design team, show them around. Okay?
Yeah!
All right, so Dad, show me the house.
What's happening?
So yeah, that can't be too easy coming up the stairs.
No, it's not too easy.
What? Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
That's,
like I said, the kids have torn the hinges, and then the wind's caught it a couple times. So.
Okay. We'll just leave it like that. So this is the house.
This is the house.
Obviously, it's an older home, right?
I think it was built in the early 30s or 40s.
These are spare legs?
That's my running leg, and then a spare leg in case this one fails.
This is a running leg?
That's a running leg.
Wow.
It's like an upside-down question mark, and it creates a spring. And we had the Marine Corps emblem laminated into the carbon fiber.
Oh, wow.
And so you're that active that you try and like go run and everything? And
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes. There's no level of pain that I won't accept if I've got to do what I've got to do.
This is a guy who has always found obstacles in his life, and he has figured out ways to power through them. He still has to wake up every day and look down and see that he doesn't have a leg, but he still keeps going. And that's what I call an inspiration.
Here's a one-way air valve.
And that lets the pressure out?
Yep.
Wow.
So with this diaphragm here on the bottom, when it's rolled like this, you spray some rubbing alcohol in there, and then you slide the whole limb down in there, and then this pushes all the air out, and it won't let the air back in. By the time I take my leg off, it's because it's usually hurting pretty well.
Does that get irritated?
Absolutely.
Well, it's amazing. You can be on that thing that many hours of the day. I mean, working on the house, taking care of your kids. Wow.
And then again, to move from one room to another without the leg on, just requires a lot of balance and a lot of hopping around.
So Daniel can walk, pretty well with a prosthetic leg. The thing is, he has to get up every day, very early in the morning, strap that thing on, and then be on it for like 10 to 12 to 14 hours. And eventually, he has to get off that thing and take a break. And for those moments, he's got this wheelchair. That house is not only an obstacle course and a booby trap, but it is a physical nightmare that will cause injuries at some point. I'm amazed he hasn't hurt himself even more just trying to go down those stairs. That has to change. The guy deserves better than that.
This is the kids' room.
So all 4 kids staying here?
Yes, they absolutely need their own room.
Yeah. Wow. Not only that, you got girls and boys.
Yeah.
At some point, there's definitely going to be a problem there.
Yes.
Wow. So what does the symbol right there mean on the wall?
It's actually the Chinese symbols for each one of my kids.
And that's their name?
That's the year that they were born. It's like their zodiac symbol.
Gotcha. It's like a dragon or a...
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Alexis is the tiger, and then Victoria's is the rabbit. Dan's is the snake. Nicholas's is the ram.
Oh, wow.
What really amazes me about Daniel is that he's an incredible Marine. He's an incredible soldier. And at the same time, he finds a balance that he's also an incredible father. And since there's 4 walls in the room, he gave each kid a wall so they could kind of have their own space inside a room where they all have to stay. The real problem is that all 4 kids are in there. So you've got boys and girls sleeping in the same room. Eventually, that's going to become a very big problem. Okay, so this is your room?
That is my room.
Wow. Yeah, you're kind of jam-packed in here, too,
Yeah,
aren't you?
actually, all the kids stayed in my room last night and slept in my bed, so it's kind of a wreck. This is the only closet in the entire house.
What?
It's the only closet in the entire house.
That is?
Yes, it has gotten really small really quick.
Is this your uniform?
Corps. That's my Marine Corps uniform, and then all my medals and ribbons are sitting out over there.
Oh, these are yours?
Yes. We have a big Marine Corps birthday party coming up, and they were actually called and asked me to be the guest of honor, which is like huge.
Wow. I can tell that means a lot to you.
It does. Huge honor.
These your dog tags?
Yes, and actually the one that you almost touched just now was in my boot when my leg got blown off.
This was in your boot?
Yes, that was actually attached to the foot that they removed from my vehicle. We're required to put it in our boot just in case something happens to the upper portion of you. Some of us go actually a little bit farther and tattoo our information on our sides as an identification plate in case you're blown into chunks and they can't find the rest of you. As long as they find that, they'll know that that was you. That's where the dog tags originally came from, is back during the Civil War, people worried about getting killed and then not being able to be returned to their families. I'm thankful for every breath I take, for every minute I get to spend with my kids. I mean, that to me makes everything else mean nothing. You know, to have that second chance to be able to spend with my kids and to play with them and give to them and watch them grow is awesome. You know, nothing can ever bring me down.
I can see that, my friend. Dude, give me a hug. You're an awesome dude, man.
Now, here's what amazes me about Daniel. I mean, first of all, he's been to war. He has seen things and experience things a lot of us don't even want to imagine. Anyone who was pronounced dead twice on the way to a hospital, I think they have a newfound passion for what life really is. And I think now Daniel knows that his kids are his life. He's a fantastic soldier, but most of all, he's a really great dad.
Coming up next.
You're going to the Hannah Montana concert.
It's always been my dream to go to a Hannah Montana concert.
Victoria, right?
In Victoria.
After Daniel lost his leg, he could have easily just given up. And he doesn't want us to feel sorry for him. He wants us to persevere like he does.
It's good to be alive.
It takes a very special man to not only get through their own troubles, but to help a lot of other people along the way. That is what a hero is.
We're a band of brothers, and we do whatever we can to help one another out, whether we're there in combat with them, alongside them fighting, or whether it's here at home.
It made me proud to be an American, and it made me proud to serve this country, and I would absolutely do it 100 more times.
I love you guys. Hoorah.
Last night I was playing with my great big Jeep.
Uh-huh.
It was doing wheelies up and down the street.
So you guys like big trucks and stuff?
Yeah.
What do you like?
Old school choppers.
Uh-huh.
I love big gas monster trucks.
Really?
Doing wheelies.
So I think we can start this one. What do you think?
So this week, I'm working on Danny and Nicholas's room. So since they are so close in age, I'm going to have them share a room, but just a giant room. And I'm going to encompass all their loves. Monster trucks, choppers, just motors. All good American boys just love tinkering with stuff. And that's exactly what their room's going to be.
You like to read?
Yeah.
Horton Hears a Hoot by Dr. Seuss. This guy is cool. Which is your favorite? Let's look through the book. You tell me when to stop and tell me which one you like.
That one.
This one, why?
Because there's a flower.
You like the flower?
Yeah.
So if you had a lot of flowers in your room, that would be cool?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm talking with Victoria, and I find this book by Dr. Seuss. It's called Horton Hears a Hoot. So we start reading it together, and I see the smile on her face, and I think, here's where I got to go with her room.
You're like the woman of the house, right? I mean...
Right now.
For right now, yeah.
It's hard sometimes being the oldest because you have more responsibilities. But in life, it has more opportunities to go water skiing with my dad.
So you do get to spend a lot of special father-daughter time with your dad, huh?
Yeah.
I can tell that you love him very much. What was that like when you heard that he been injured?
I was thinking if he was going to make it home, what happened, why did his leg cut off, what happened. And then right after he got out of the hospital, we felt very sorry for him.
Alexis is 9 years old. She's the oldest of the 4 kids. She's been through a lot. This has been really tough on Daniel, but it's been tough on Alexis, too. She's matured. She's taken on a lot of responsibility. She's the oldest sibling. She looks out for her younger siblings and her dad.
The thing about climbing trees that I liked is you get up and you're just sort of up above everything, you know? And you just kind of feel like you're
not stressed out, you're just up in a tree, and no one's gonna bother you.
Exactly.
That's our swing.
This is your rope swing? This is the tree you climb? Can you show me how you get up here?
One of the things that Alexis likes to do is climb trees. And she is a great tree climber. The brothers, not so much. So she will climb up in the tree just so she can get away and have her own space. So this week, that's what I'm gonna give her. Her own space, a rainforest room where she can get away and be by herself and just be a kid.
While everyone was hanging out with the family, I got a chance to sneak away and see Daniel's garage. And you can definitely tell that this was a garage for someone who loved to work on cars. I mean, there's clutter everywhere. I immediately tripped over air compressor hoses, and I just can't imagine how he gets around this garage.
Oh, look at this. Pictures of his kids. I mean, this is
this is the reason he lived. I mean, these kids are his life. So this is his work, this is his life. I think we can do a little bit better than this.
I see you got the U.S. flag and the Marines.
Marine Corps.
Marine Corps. What do the Marines mean to you? What does that mean to you?
They are my brothers, and there's so much history and so much honor and so much pride and so much determination. It's almost like living by the code of the samurai. I'm willing to sacrifice my life for my Marines. You know, if it meant jumping on a grenade or taking a bullet for them, I absolutely would. I bled to death on the helicopter ride. I died, and they brought me back twice. I got a second chance at life to wake up every day with my kids and take another breath and watch them laugh and watch them play and do everything that I'd so hoped to be able to do instead of dying over in Iraq. That, you know, made everything else seem small.
What have you realized is the most important things in life now? Because, I mean, you're someone who probably knows what's important now.
You know, there's so much here that you take for granted. And when you go to a country where they have nothing, they live way out in the middle of nowhere, they have no food, they have no water, and you see 2- and 3-year-old kids standing on the side of the highway barefooted, or you see them living in a little dirt shack, you know, with no roof and no floors, and they're starving to death and they're thirsty and everything else. And you come back here and, you know, we have everything so plentiful. You know, and we have the freedom of speech, and we have the right to do pretty much whatever we want, however we want, whenever we want. And you also understand that what it takes to gain that freedom. This true sacrifices of men and women that are willing to give everything so that we can have everything. It's an amazing feeling.
So this is a guy who's dedicated his life to really serving our country and putting his life on the line. Has sacrificed a lot, including a limb. But more than just being a fantastic Marine, Daniel is also an incredible single dad. He's gone through a divorce, he's gone through some really emotional times, but he's never gone off course. This week, it's about us really honoring him and giving back to somebody who's given so much to his country, and I'm just glad we could do it. See you guys in a week. Bye! We got a lot to do. Now, design team, this guy needs no introduction. He's helped us out twice before. Now he's helped us for the 3rd time. Guys, Kevin Green! Now, is there anything you want to say to the crowd before we get started?
I have a mission! We're here today to celebrate a special Marine. He sacrifices his life every day for our freedom. He's an inspiration to his children, his community, his neighbors, and his fellow Marines. He lost a leg for me, you, for our freedom. I ask each and every one of you to lose one day, 1 week, to get this house done for him. Do you understand? Yeah! Let's do it!
You know, this is my 3rd build. People think I'm crazy, but it's making a difference in the community. It's making an impact on people's life. You know, I'm not a veteran, but I feel the passion for the military. And when we think about this Marine, what he's been through, what he sacrifices for our freedom, you know, it really ties me up emotionally. I took this build because it was
my commitment to the Marines and all military to bring this guy home.
So here's the thing, man. What's about to happen truly is incredible, and I know that Daniel would really love to know what we're about to do. So what do you say? Shall we let the family know what's about to happen?
Look, there's the Chinese theater.
Wow, what an amazing vacation. We actually got to go behind the scenes and into the studio of Horton Hears a Who.
Hold on one second, we got some company. How you doing? I'm Jesse. I'm recording the voice of JoJo for Horton Hears a Who. That's him right there.
This whole experience was as much I felt for my kids as it was for me. I mean, they are the world to me, and as long as they're happy, I'm happy, and they were beyond happy. I mean, they're truly speechless for a change.
Hello, Daniel kids, man. I hope you guys are having a fantastic time on vacation. Well, today's a really big day. Today's the day where we try and make a difference in your life. You have given such a sacrifice to all of us here that today we're going to sacrifice ourselves for you. Now, Daniel, there's a lot we're going to try and get done this week, and to do that, we're going to need a lot of help. And a few of them would like to say hi right now. Say hi, everybody. So as you can see, we've even got the Marines helping out this week. So before we actually get started, we have to remove the flagpole. Don't worry, we're gonna bring it back. I know that means a lot to you.
See the Marines that were by my side when I almost died and lost my life that day. To see them bring that flag down and fold it with pride, and then they carried that flagpole off. It was like them carrying one of their fallen brothers. And that meant the world to me. It truly did.
Well, Daniel, I promise you, that thing is coming back. Now, are you guys ready to do some demo? Fantastic Marine, you're also an incredible dad. You made so many sacrifices, not only for this country, but for your family. This week, we're gonna honor that, man, and work nonstop for a full week to try and build you a house. It's not gonna be easy, but I can tell you this, failure is not an option. So have a great time on vacation, and we'll see you when you get back. Never fight, do or die! Let's make it happen!
Slab over here.
Hey guys,
Eduardo, how are you doing,
good,
buddy?
How are you doing?
Very good.
How are we looking this morning?
You know, a big night. This house is long, a lot of foundation walls. Guys got tired, got cold, but they got it done. We're doing some interior flat work. We got some framing rim going on. I think we're going to be framing in 2 hours, and I got a big crew. We're going to make it happen.
Unbelievable. How does it feel for you to be doing a third house with us?
You know what? When they said a Marine, it was an emotional thing for me. You know, it's what they represent and what they execute for us. And it's all about freedom. You know what? You got to be here. It's the right thing to do.
Well, Danny's going to be really happy. We are so proud to have you on this, man. We couldn't do it without you.
I appreciate it.
Let's
go!
Now, normally when we framed a house, we wrap the house, but not this time. This is wall sheathing. Now, it's made from fast-growing trees. It's airtight, watertight. It's great for the environment. It also keeps those monthly bills down.
Daniel,
is such an amazing guy. I mean, he loves his kids, loves his country, that is obvious. But he also loves working on cars, which he's a man after my own heart. I love working on cars too. So while the rest of the designers are gonna be inside the house, I'm gonna be in the garage. I'm gonna be a very happy girl. I'm gonna give Daniel just an extreme garage. So I'm gonna take some of his old tools, but get him all brand new tools, and I'm gonna put it on this one wall here. When you walk in, just imagine a great big silver-plated wall with pegs everywhere. All of the tools that he will ever need to work on every car will be on this wall.
Alexis is a great kid and deserves an awesome room. Now, I've gotten a lot of inspiration and drawn some really cool sketches from climbing this old tree, but now all I gotta do is find a rainforest in Kansas.
So I said I need to find a rainforest in Kansas. Now, I know there are no real rainforests in Kansas, but I did find a restaurant that was a rainforest-themed restaurant. And I went there, and it gave me some incredible ideas for Alexis's rainforest room.
I mean, look at this place. It's incredible. It's not a real rainforest, but I'm getting tons of great ideas. I mean, lots of animals, stuffed animals. We got trees and vines. I mean, we have this gigantic elephant over here. I mean, this may not make it in a room, but it's giving me some great ideas. So how do you like it here? Are they treating you pretty good? No rainforest is complete without a canopy. This is what our ceiling's gonna look like. Whoa, listen, I'm beginning to understand how Alexis feels sharing a room with her brothers. She definitely needs her own space. Give me my hat back.
So this week, one of my projects is Victoria's room. And Victoria loves to read, and she actually loves this book, which is Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss. So I'm using this book as inspiration, and I'm actually trying to duplicate some of the characters. Here's Horton, who's an elephant, and here's actually one of the Who's. They're not easy to draw, but what I want to do is create these pieces of art that I'll later be able to use in a room, either on the wall or as pictures. And if everything goes well, I want to make them interactive because I want to do something that'll really bring Victoria's personality out.
So, this is part of my secret project. I'm actually working on Daniel's master bedroom. The guy is so much into Zen. Martial arts is like the one thing that really kind of takes him to that place where he can relax, and I think it really helped him get through his healing. So, since I'm doing this master, I want to give him an area that really feels like Zen. So I'm doing a platform bed out of mahogany. What's really nice about this is there's actually going to be a headboard that's going up against the wall like this. Now, this is a traditional Japanese tatami mat. It's actually what's in the homes in the traditional Japanese home. It's actually made out of rice paper. I have so much respect for Daniel, man. He's the epitome of what a warrior is, but at the same time, he's the epitome of what a great father is. So I want to give him a room that really reflects who that is. Basically what he lives his life by, which is the code of the samurai. But I want him to know that this is a strong room. It represents who he is, not only as a warrior, but also as a father. They came a long way to get here, but I'll tell you what, they're gonna look really great in this room. Besides, they're kind of fun to wrestle on.
Danny and Nicholas love monster trucks, so in order to get inspiration for the room, I've come to the source, the king of monster trucks. Hey, Jimmy, Don, how you doing, Johnny?
Hey, nice to meet you, Johnny.
Nice to finally meet you. Now, wow, you guys put the monster in a monster truck, don't you? This thing's amazing.
So it is big. You know, it's 12 feet wide, 10 foot tall, and 10,000 pounds.
So you can, like, crush cars and stuff like
that? Well, whatever gets in its way, Johnny.
Good answer. Before I start working on my monster truck chopper room, I heard that there's this local guy that actually races monster trucks and has his own monster truck. The Bounty Hunter is this gigantic monster truck with a dragster engine. It's incredible. It's 0 to 70 in like 4 seconds. I've never been up close to something like that. And then they started it up. Jimmy got into the truck and crushed the car for me. And I'm thinking, how am I going to incorporate this into a little boy's room? I mean, it's gigantic. Then it dawned on me, like, oh yeah, they crush little cars. So then I thought, perfect, that's my bunk bed. The monster truck on the top bunk and the car underneath is the bottom bunk.
What do you think, Johnny?
This is exactly what I needed for the boys' room. I got a house to build, I gotta go, but this is exactly what I needed. Thanks, man.
You're welcome, dude.
Right on.
All about? Well, it's like wrapping a great big blanket around this house. We did stucco last night, and you have to make sure that doesn't freeze. So that's there to keep it warm. But we're ready to move on to the next stage.
All right, now this is amazing. This is a branch for the rainforest tree that's gonna go in Alexis's room. Once we're finished, we're gonna put concrete on this mesh wire and fill it all in. It's gonna look just like this tree that we already did. And then down here, we got some stone that's gonna be a facade on the wall that's gonna be around her bed. Now this thing is made out of steel rebar and concrete. It's gonna be plenty strong enough for Alexis and her two monkey brothers to climb on.
Normally, you wouldn't see a truck in a kid's room. But this week, I'm working on Nicholas and Daniel's room, and they love monster trucks. So I'm gonna turn this truck into their bunk bed. Now, the hood is gonna be the top bunk. Now, what do monster trucks do? They crush little cars. And the bottom bunk is gonna be the car that this truck is crushing. It's gonna be the ultimate centerpiece in Nicholas and Daniel's room.
It's tough for Daniel to raise 4 children alone, but I think my role this week is I can give Daniel and Nicholas the ultimate room where they can't wait to go to. They can't wait to play in. And that will then give Dad some downtime.
Nicholas and Daniel love monster trucks, but they especially love choppers, too. So I've got these 2 chopper forks that I'm gonna make a chopper couch out of. So just imagine me sitting in the chopper couch. Now over here, I got these great truck mud flaps that I'm gonna build a frame for, and that's gonna be the chairs to an old oil drum that I'm gonna put a piece of plexiglass over and make it a really, really cool table. Now, you think these kids were already born to be wild? If they're not, this room will definitely make that happen.
So in the storybook Horton Hears a Who, there's this apartment. It's the Fairfax apartment, apartment 12J. So for Victoria's room, I'm gonna model it after this apartment. You can see this furniture design is very sort of fantastical. So I got this nightstand here, and it looks pretty normal as it is. So what I'm gonna do is actually get this really cool color, this sort of indulgent lavender, strip it and paint it this color, and that will make this fantastical.
Hello?
Hello, Gilyeat family. Hey, Daniel, man, it's Ty. How are you?
Outstanding. How are you?
Awesome. Well, listen, I've got some good news. There's a limo on its way to you guys right now. I want you guys to get ready because tonight, you're going to the Hannah Montana concert.
Hannah Montana, Victoria.
Yeah. Have fun, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Bye, Ty.
Bye. Awesome. Man, that's going to be a lot of fun.
So let's go.
Let's go.
So what you say is only half the story. There's another side of me.
It's always been my dream to go to a Hannah Montana concert. I was like, this is Miley Cyrus. Oh my God. Hannah Montana because it was cool because we got to go backstage.
Hello. Please stop at the door.
Hi. Hi, what's up, guys?
I'm Mila. Nice to meet you, Alexis. What's your name? What is it? Nicholas? What's your favorite? Watching Hannah Montana. That's your favorite? Are you guys excited?
When my friends find out that I met Miley, got pictures and autographs, they're gonna scream.
Here, look. This is yours.
All right, look at that.
And Victoria, right?
And Victoria.
For a long time, I've seen my kids lately have to kind of act like adults in a lot of situations. And then to see that whole guard dropped, it was just another amazing experience that I'll live with every single day until the day I die.
It was nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. It was awesome meeting y'all. Thank you.
Now, it's the morning of day 5, and we are rocking and rolling, people. Now, the coolest thing that you see right now, besides the exterior of the house being almost complete, is the fact that that great expansive driveway and sidewalk leading up to the house is easily accessible for Daniel. Let's check out the inside. Check this out, people. We are making tremendous progress. Beautiful living room, exquisite flagstone fireplace. Our cabinets are finally coming in. Awesome exposed beams. But the coolest thing, one single level, 36-inch wide doorways and hallways. And the best thing is, Daniel doesn't have to go up and down stairs anymore.
So, ladies, here we go. I want you to hold this. Now, I can't tell you exactly what I'm doing in Daniel's room, but he's into martial arts. He's very much into Zen. This is a ceramic tile. And as you notice, it's almost a half-an-inch thick. This is one of the things going in the room. Now, I could use a regular wet saw to cut this, but oh no, I'm gonna use some martial arts techniques. Ladies, if you'll hold this. Are you ready?
Okay.
Hold it tight. Just bring me a wet saw. Try that again. Ready?
Daniel is gonna love his extreme garage, but I'm ready to take it to the next level. So I'm here at Kansas City Speedway to meet with the Ford racing crew to see if I'm on the right track, and I hope they'll let me drive a car. Hey guys, are you John?
I am.
Paige.
Hi,
Thank
Paige.
you
Nice
so
to meet
much
you.
for meeting me here and for helping us out. I have to tell you, the house that we're doing for this guy, I mean, the guy is amazing. He just got back, he was a Marine, and he was in Iraq and actually lost his leg.
I got to the Speedway and I met up with the guys from Ford and learned a little bit about the stuff that Daniel loves so much, fast cars. This car was amazing. So I thought not only should I bring something back for the garage, but maybe I should take it out on the track.
Now that's part 1. Part 2 is the bottom bunk. And that's the car that the monster truck is gonna crush. And I've got Danny's brother and his friends helping out here. How you doing, guys? Right on. Right on. And that's exactly what monster trucks do, and that's exactly what's gonna happen in their room.
All right. My God, that thing is massive. You guys got that? That's going to be a nice large improvement. So some of you guys was in Daniel's platoon, right?
Right, yeah.
So were you guys there that day?
Yeah, we were with him that day. Brandon here was in the Humvee in front of us, and I was in the Humvee with Dan.
Are you the guy that put the tourniquet on his leg?
Yeah, put the tourniquet on him, called for corpsman.
This week is obviously, it's been about honoring Daniel, you know, and the guys that really mean so much to him, the guys that got him home safely, basically. So since his Marine platoon basically took down the flag, I thought, why not have them back and help them create the new flagpole? And so while these guys have been helping out all week, you know, I thought to myself, I bet Daniel would like to see who's been really helping out. So Daniel, I'm hoping you're enjoying your vacation with your family. Things are going really well with the house. I can't show you everything, but I tell you what, we've had lots of help this week, and as you call them, some of your guys have been really helping out, and these are the guys that were really right there when it all happened, and they want to say a few things to you.
Well, that day up there, whenever, when you got hit, I'd never seen anything like that before. The way you stayed strong, and I mean, didn't skip a beat, man. I just never seen a strength like that before.
Hey, Danny, buddy, I've never seen you with a frown on your face. I don't know how you do it, but it's hard. And I think you got us through a lot of hard times. We got each other through a lot of hard times. And so we're gonna build you one behemoth of a flagpole here because we love you. And it's the brotherhood that keeps us strong, keeps us alive. So we love you, buddy.
Ben was one of the main Marines that day that saved my life. And that bond with the Marines is so strong. I mean, it's the history. It's knowing that your brothers before you have died on the battlefield defending our freedom. To see them there, supporting and giving their heart and soul and being there for me, it was a very special moment for me.
Anyone who works on cars would love having one of these in their garage. Now, this is a car lift, and we're only giving the best to Daniel. Now, before, in his old garage, I mean, you could barely move around, much less get underneath a car. Now, with this lift, you can raise cars up, he can have all the access he needs.
All right, now, Alexis loves trees. Now, it may look like I'm just playing with mud here, but what I'm really doing is I'm getting the concrete on the limbs for the tree that we're putting in the rainforest room. Now, it took a long time to get this trunk in, but it's not gonna take so long to finish up these limbs. Well, after that, we'll get the canopy up, her bed over in the corner with the rock wall going on, and we can't forget the tree swing. She'll have a rainforest in here in no time.
Okay, so I'm working on Nicholas and Daniel's monster truck bunk bed. And since we're using real cars and trucks, and since the boys love to roughhouse, I'm just grinding all of these sharp edges so they never hurt themselves.
Hello?
Hey, hello, Gilyeat family, man. Daniel?
Hey, what's up, Ty?
I just got off the phone with the guys over at Brook Medical Center, you know, the place you stayed when you got back from Iraq. And there's some guys over there that are really kind of going through it, man, and they could use a man like you. So what do you think? You mind making a detour before you guys come back and see the house?
That would be awesome.
So I'll see you in San Antonio. All right, bye. The house has been coming along great, and, you know, before we bring Daniel home, I know one thing that's very special to him is the gift he has of really talking to people and getting them through something that he's gone through. So I thought, you know what, before we bring him home, I'd like him to meet me in San Antonio at that hospital that he was at, and for him to talk to some of those guys. And not only that, but I also had a surprise for him. There's someone that he met when he was in Iraq that actually helped save his life, and I wanted them to meet again.
After I got wounded in Iraq, Julie was my first nurse who came to me and with the compassion and love, and to be able to grab her and squeeze her with all my heart and soul, and without saying words, say how much I appreciate the gift of life that I have because of her and because of the Marines. And I mean, she was truly my guardian angel.
So you guys met over there. You met.
Yeah, he came in on the Marine chopper, and they had a fighter escort, and a huge,
See, I didn't know
huge aircraft, and one Marine comes off, and they're escorted just as if there was a plane full, and he was on that one. It was the 3rd of July, right? And he was pretty drugged up, but they took his leg. So he hung there with us, had nightmares at night. I would hear him scream from across the hospital. It's a lot of trauma.
Well, I know he's pretty good at talking to those guys.
Very good.
So you want to meet some of these guys?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. You want to start over here?
Go, go.
Yeah, I do remember you.
Do you?
I believe so.
Really?
Weren't, what's that?
You visited him in the hospital.
I believe I did.
Yeah, thanks for visiting me.
Absolutely.
So you obviously are burned.
Yes.
What happened exactly?
I was a part of a IED attack, and which took 2 of my soldiers and wounded 2 more. And the two that did, well, the 2 that did survive are doing good. Me, I had 3rd-degree burns on my total left arm and 4th-degree burns on my hand, so I had to lose it. And I totally shattered my leg, but everything's doing fine, and spirits are getting higher. It was really tough at first to wake up and realize, you know, one of the pretty best friends are dead, you know, that I lived with, ate with, and all that stuff, but it's getting better. You know, every day it's getting better.
Well, there's a reason for everything, and it's good to be alive. Yeah. Appreciate the sacrifices you made as well. On the day that I lost my leg on the battlefield, I felt that God gave me a gift, and it was being able to touch people and help them, to get them to know that there's life after this, and it is your choice on whether you want to waste it or if you want to do something special with it. And you have a gift. You have the gift of life.
I got hit by IED in a Humvee, and there's 5 guys in the truck. 2 didn't make it. Then 3 of us are here.
It's real important that you 3 pull together and be an inspiration and talk to each other. Part of my healing was I learned to talk about it, and the more I talk about it, the easier it becomes. There might be issues you haven't dealt with yet.
So
it's
good advice, sir.
Absolutely.
To just kind of be watching him talk to these guys, I realized what an inspiration he really is. Through sharing his story, he helps other people overcome these obstacles that could be the worst thing they're ever going to go through in their life. And if you can go through that, he said it most beautifully. He says, what doesn't kill him only makes him stronger. And he believes that anyone can get through it. But it takes a very special man to not only get through their own troubles, but to help a lot of other people along the way. And Daniel's just that guy. That is what a hero is.
You know, thanks for your service, man. And
likewise.
It's always nice to see you. Fellow Marine.
You too.
And Semper Fi.
Yeah, Semper Fi.
Good girl.
So the single-story house has a lot of amazing details. I mean, check out these really beautiful, gigantic metal doors. Now, if you want to keep it cool inside, you can keep the glass open, see this beautiful metal work. If you want to keep it a little warmer inside, you close the glass, and you still see the metal work. Now, that's beautiful. Good up.
Let's get as much storage as we can in here. I'm so excited about this. All of these things moving in, I mean, it just means he's gonna have tons and tons of storage area. Now, remember his old garage? I mean, you walked in, it was like climbing over things. There was no space. Now, we've got drawers, we've got places to put things. Oh, that can go right over there. I mean, look at this. He's got all of this storage. I know he's gonna love it.
Welcome to the jungle. I mean, look at this. The finishing touches of the rainforest room are coming in. We're hanging all these flowers from the canopy in the ceiling. You got some of the airbrushing going on the sides here. I mean, this is incredible. When Alexis comes home, I mean, it's gonna be like walking into a real jungle. The only thing we're missing is the humidity, and some animals. And I can take care of the last one, but I can't do anything about the first.
So I'm welding up the last of my auto parts sculpture. Now, when you look at it, it looks really cool. But when you look close, these are real parts. There's a bumper, there's a fender, there's a hubcap. I got my volunteers polishing her up, but the best part is red light, green light, go.
Okay, so this is not what it looks like. Well, actually it is. These are swords and this is a head. And this is what happened to the last guy who tried to go in there. Stay out, people!
Just pop it right into those holes, guys.
Let's go ahead and set this against this wall there to your right.
Looks good.
Come on, good fun.
Hey, Kevin. I've been looking all over. What are you doing out here?
Just hanging out.
Hanging out? Why are you hanging out? We got a house to build.
Come on, we're done, baby.
No!
Come on, we're ready. So, I mean, I get keys?
You got keys?
Give me keys, buddy.
Right there.
Right on. I'm
Come
gonna tell
on.
everybody.
Let's go.
Nice job this
Thank
week.
you, man.
All right, buddy.
Hey, everybody!
We got the keys. Let's bring it to furniture.
There we go.
There we go. Be careful of that, guys.
Daniel came home from the war in Iraq only to have a war at home. And that war was dealing with a prosthetic leg, raising 4 children by himself. So when Rib and I were in the truck, moving in furniture, handing them to those Marines, it was just a special moment because now that war at home for Daniel is over.
Okay, so we're finally starting to bring some furniture into the house, man. Things are coming together. Now, what's really great about this room, it's a room that I think Daniel really deserved and never really had before. He had no place to really kind of show off his medals and really kind of honor the man who he is. So we actually finished some of the things he started. This is something he made, but never really quite finished. So we got his medals in there, really kind of honoring all the things that he's been awarded. What's really great here, too, is these uniforms. This is actually his full dress Marine. And this is actually his grandfather's tags from Vietnam, so his family's got his traditions of being obviously in the military, being Marines, and this is the place to really kind of honor that. So I think this is going to be a very special room for Daniel, and I can't wait for him to see it. It's going to be awesome.
All right, we ready to move the pole?
Ready!
Right. Okay. All right, come this way away from the sawhorse. Hey, swing the back end around to your right there.
Ty made a promise to Daniel when we took down his flagpole in front of his old house that we were going to bring it back. Well, we did better than that. We brought back an incredible flagpole and putting it back up in front of his house. It was really an amazing moment because the Marines that did it were the actual Marines that were there with Daniel the day he lost his leg.
Okay, bring it on up. I know Daniel from his second tour in Iraq, and Daniel is the kind of guy that goes the extra mile to help people out, and that's why we're here today, or this whole week, is to ensure that we go the extra mile to give Daniel a hand. Watch your toes.
The Marines banding together and working on this flagpole it's an example of the brotherhood that all Marines share together. We're a band of brothers, and we do whatever we can to help one another out, whether we're there in combat with them, alongside them fighting, or whether it's here at home, help them take care of their families.
Woo! This looks great.
Nice work. Nice work.
I can't wait to get that flag up there.
Oh, man.
Bring him home.
Oh, look at that.
Ready, two.
It just so happened that the day we bring Daniel back is actually the birthday of the United States Marines. And it was such a beautiful, poetic way of really honoring, not only Daniel, but all those guys. And, you got to remember that. Daniel is one of many. So for those guys to be there on the birthday of the Marines and bring in their fellow Marine home, wow, this is huge.
Raise it up!
first stepped out of that limo, and I started looking around, and I started looking at each individual's face. Men, women, and children, young and old. And I seen veterans out there wearing their hats, and I seen all them flags flying. Knowing that they were there for me. And it was an overwhelming feeling.
I know what you've had to overcome, and I know it's been tough, man. But you've been an incredible dad. You've never given up. Nothing has ever slowed you down. And this week, nothing slowed us down, man. I can't wait to show you what we've done. You ready for this?
I think so.
Kids, are you ready to see what's behind this bus?
When that bus moved, it literally sucked all the wind out of me. My old house was a lot of bad memories and broken dreams. And when that bus moved, it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen in my life. And my kids even asked me, "Dad, is that our house?" And somehow I gained the oxygen to say, yes, it is. That is our house. And it was beautiful.
What do you think?
Oh, my God.
So I'll tell you what, you got to give a big hug to somebody who's been incredible this week.
I absolutely will.
So Kevin, come over here. This is Kevin Green and his crew. Kevin Green Homes. This guy's been outstanding this week.
Thanks, buddy. I can't hardly breathe.
Oh, you're okay. Thank you. I know Marines don't create diplomacy. I know Marines execute it. And I thank you for that, because that's our freedom. For my family, my workers, all of Kansas City, Kansas, and around the world, Daniel. You know that. We love you. God bless. Thank you. This Marine story gave me passion to participate and bring the community together to bring home this warrior. I'd really never had a chance to thank the military personally, and this was my opportunity to thank the Special Marine and all the Marines that participated in this for their sacrifice for our freedom to allow us to do what we do every day. We had to bring this Marine home in the right way. He's a hero, and we wanted to make that happen.
Now this is something that some folks have been working on all week. Now I know that the flagpole meant a lot to you. We want to make sure we replaced it with something bigger and better. Well, your brothers and Marines have been working on this thing all week. I want you to take a look at this. You got honor, come on around, courage. Your unit.
That rocks, man. Oh, my God.
So,
oh, man.
I know how important it was for you to be able to see that flag out in front of your house. So what do you think? Look at the size of this thing.
That's beautiful.
These guys, the Marines, have been here all week. And I believe, you have a few words for him?
I do. Danny, when we started this project, the design team asked the Marine Corps to take care of the flagpole, and we did just that. With the help of Marines from the unit that served with you and a bunch of volunteers, we were able to get it erected for you. So, welcome home.
Hoorah.
Semper Fi.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
When I walked over to that flagpole and I seen the hard work and dedication that they had put into that flagpole, it is the most beautiful thing in the world I've ever seen, especially when I looked up and I seen the flag blowing there in the breeze. It made me proud to be an American. And it made me proud to serve this country, and I would absolutely do it 100 more times.
I love you guys. Hoorah.
I know there's a couple guys that were there with you that day. And I know, Ben Birnbaum, you want to come here and say a few words?
Thank you for being here. I love you.
Oh my God. Because of you, I'm able to be with my kids and watch my kids grow old, man. Ben was one of the main Marines that day that saved my life. And he was responsible for why I was standing in my front yard experiencing what I was experiencing. If I had to do this again and the tables were turned, I would jump on a grenade for him. I would take a bullet for him. I would absolutely do that for Ben and for the rest of my Marines. I mean, but we do have that special bond. We've gotten muddy, we've gotten bloody. I know that Marines are big, tough, strong guys that don't cry, but it was very hard to hold back the tears.
Do me a favor, no one to say this all week. Take your kids and go check out your brand new house. Go check it out.
Visit.
Come on. Come on.
Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God.
When my kids opened up that door, it was opening up a whole new world of newfound freedom. Before, when I walked into my old house, you could see things were ran down, and I was restricted to certain rooms, especially in my wheelchair. And to walk into this big, brand new house and all this new room and all this new freedom and seeing how wide the hallways were, and truly to see my kids happy and to know that their lives are about to get a whole lot better. The whole experience, I mean, being inside that house and seeing what they were experiencing was like that day that I survived and I knew I was going to be able to grow old with my kids.
So what do you think of the house, man?
Man, it is beautiful.
Pretty cool, right?
Absolutely.
You guys like it?
Yeah.
So look, it's all wide open, right?
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, all solid one level floor.
It's beautiful. I am
Very.
extremely thankful. Extremely thankful, and like I said, I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. This is beautiful.
Awesome.
The old house was never fun because we could never run around and actually be kids. And now that we got this house, we can run as long as we don't break anything. We can actually be kids for once, and my dad can actually get around the house. No upstairs, no downstairs.
Okay. So you guys like what you've seen so far? You like the kitchen, the living room, the dining room?
Love it. Absolutely.
Yeah? Well, there's more house to see, so I tell you what, guys, go check out the rest of your house.
Come on.
Oh, so neat! Oh. This place is awesome! Get in my car. Get in my sleeping car. Ugh, chopper parts. Look. Get in my chopper car. They're asleep. Me and my brother's room, it was with a monster truck smashed my car. Then we had all these Harley parts on our wall. I had the coolest room, and I don't have to share a room with my sisters no more. Oh. This is my room. It's the best room in the world. In the old house, I had to share a room, and I had to share a top bunk with Danny, Nicholas, or Victoria all the time. And it was always cramped. And now I got my own room, and I can't explain it. It's like the best thing in the world. Oh my God. Ooh. Holy cow, Alexis. Put on this wig and go look in the mirror. Did you see the diamonds? Do I look pretty? God, look at the diamonds. Did you see the purple ball in there? This is your room? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. I love my Horton Hears a Who bedroom. It was awesome and I liked it.
I have to say, man, you're a pretty incredible dude. You're an outstanding father. I've seen the way you really look after them, and that in itself is a hard job. I made your bedroom my secret project because I know you need a place where hopefully you can find some peace, some healing, and some strength, man. You've been through a lot. Do me a favor, man. Go check out your room.
Wow.
How did we do?
I have no idea how you did it, but this place is a dream. It truly is a dream.
So this is a place for you to be able to relax, find some peace and some healing.
Wow, what a room.
You like? Good, man.
I love it. I'm amazed.
And this is the bathroom that you needed, my friend. Now, the other one, you have to leave your wheelchair outside and start hopping around. You've got your own sink, or if you have to wheel in, you can. You've got your own shower as well, so you can do a bath or a shower. And then here, I think you'll like this too. So in here, of course, is your closet.
Oh, my.
Made things easily accessible. Now, this is something I think you'll like. This was signed by all your guys, man.
Yeah.
Stand-up dudes, I have to admit.
Very much so.
It's been a real honor meeting some of these guys that not only put their lives on the line every day, but also take a moment and help us pay tribute to a buddy of theirs. I think by meeting Daniel, by meeting the Marines, you understand what being there for someone means. We take that for granted a lot, about saying, you know, I'm there for you. In their world, it's a given. It's not even said. I believe that's what hoorah means, is I got your back in more ways than you know. Well, there's another room that I think you're gonna like, that I know is gonna mean a lot too. So follow me.
How can it possibly get any better than this? Wow. Wow. Unbelievable.
When I walked into my office, and I honestly thought that there was absolutely no way that my house could get any better than what it had gotten. And I walked into that room.
It's crazy.
And I seen my ribbons and my medals proudly set in that case. It meant everything in the world to me.
Hey, man. What do you think? Yeah.
Wow. My God.
Dude, I knew you'd like this room.
On the Marine Corps birthday, this is wow. This is actually sands from Iwo Jima.
Really?
A buddy of mine gave me that. Black sands of Iwo Jima.
And this is the
Marine Corps birthday.
Believe it or not, I mean, you know, today is the Marine Corps birthday. This is truly the happiest day of my life. The only one I can compare is the day that I lost my leg and I got a second chance. Truly. This is truly the happiest day of my life.
Daniel has had to stand up on one leg, but he's been an example to other people who are also having difficulty standing up. It's a person like that who's a leader that when everyone is down, decides to stand up and show you that it can be done. For us to be able to bring this guy home, that felt good. So you guys like everything with the house so far, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think you're all gonna like this. Guys, check this out. Check out your new garage. Dude, check out your new garage. Oh, yes.
Oh,
my God.
This is Dad.
Paige loves cars, knows how much you love cars. She teamed up with Ford Racing. You guys, you got everything. Pneumatics. This is a car lift. You can actually raise this baby up, drop a transmission, drop an engine, whatever you need. I mean, take a look around. You see the quality equipment that's in here?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is state of the art.
And I think the ramps even move in on this.
Depending on the width of the car.
Hey, that means we can work on the go-karts too.
That's right. Yep. If you want to work on go-karts, you can lift those up as well.
This is awesome.
I am so into cars because I believe that it is an art. It's like sculpting. My old garage was cold and drafty, and it was very hard to work in, and it was very crowded. And now working in this garage is like state of the art. I'm still at awe at some of the tools and some of the stuff that went into this garage. That is unbelievable.
So you guys like the garage?
Yeah!
Would you guys like to see some more?
Yeah!
Well, I think you're gonna like this. Check this out.
Come on.
Guys, check this out. Daniel, check out your brand new 2008 Ford F-150. That thing can do anything you want in it.
Wow.
Get in there, kids. There's room for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Climb the back seat.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Who's driving first?
Nick.
You? All right.
Pretty sweet, right?
Yeah.
This is one tough truck.
When Ty opened up that garage and I seen that brand new, beautiful F-150 truck, I couldn't believe it. Oh, there's gonna be many long-distance road trips and many camping trips with the family, and there's gonna be some exciting times with my kids in that truck.
That is unbelievable.
Guys and designers, Johnny, Paige, Raven, and Eduardo. Hey, guys. What's happening?
Dude, this is awesome.
You look
on every level. Yeah, welcome home. It is huge, man. I'm trying to look at every bit of detail, man. There's so much heart that went into all of this.
After Daniel lost his leg, he could have easily just given up. But he didn't. He didn't because he had 4 children that needed him, that needed their daddy. He has so much heart and so much character and so much love to give these children that it's been an honor to be here this week. And that leg represents what he did for us and the sacrifices he made. And he doesn't want us to feel sorry for him. He wants us to persevere like he does.
Well, I'll tell you what. Honestly, man, for me and the design team, we just like to say it's been an honor to do this for you. And there's one more bit of information that I think you're gonna like. There's a group that actually helps out veterans and soldiers coming back from Iraq. They're called Helping a Hero. And they have come together and they've paid off your mortgage.
That is awesome.
How does that feel?
Wow.
I feel that my life has truly changed. I've been through some stuff I can't even believe I've made it through. And there was times that I truly wanted to give up. My kids were my strength. And my Marine brothers, and my Army brothers, and my wounded brothers, and people that lost a lot more than me, they were my strength. I don't believe I'm a hero. I did this for my brothers, and I did this for my family. And I would do it all again. But to know that people appreciate it, and to see them come together with that appreciation and that love and create that house means everything in the world to me.
Well, I guess there's just one thing left to say. Welcome home, Gilyeat family. Welcome home.
Yay! Welcome home, darling.
Hey, Jimmy, where are the cars?
Johnny, they're right in front of you.
Right on. Let's go.
That was awesome!
Next week, our journey across America takes us to Kentucky.
Good morning, Hughes family!
A child born without eyes and unable to straighten his limbs becomes a musical prodigy.
God made me blind and unable to walk. Big deal. With music, I know that I can do anything I set my mind to.
Forward march! Patrick Henry and the way he is as a person not only inspires his family, but I think he inspires everyone he meets.
I composed this next song that I would like to do for you.
Patrick does not dwell on his disabilities. He is a shining example of perseverance and what you can do.